All right, everyone, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, so welcome to week 5. This week we will be going over the App Store and the different icons for apps, as well as some advanced apps like YouTube, Pandora, Apple Health, Facebook Kindle, and Amazon. So I was originally planning on doing iTunes as well. However, I was informed when I was researching that in 2000, I believe, 18 or 2019, they actually discontinued the use of iTunes and they split it up into 3 different applications. So now it's podcast, Apple Music, and I believe Apple Video. So just disregard the last one. We're going to be going over the Shop app instead. Okay, so we're going to begin with the App Store. So the App Store is an app on your phone that is already pre-downloaded, and it is used to download other apps such as games, music, applications, and more. So to download applications, you're going to want to take your iPhone, your iPad, or your iPod Touch and search the App Store app. Or it should look like this blue icon with the A in the middle and a circle around it. And then you're going to want to, in the search bar of that app, search the app or the game that you would like to download. You can also browse a ton of apps, like they have top free apps, top paid apps. Of course, you should be aware that next to the app, it'll have get or it'll have a price. The ones that say get are free, and the ones that have a price are the ones that you have to pay for. So just be aware of that. And then if you see an open button next to an app, that means that you have already downloaded the app or bought the app. So if you're searching for an application in the App Store and it says open next to it instead of get or a price, that means that it's already downloaded into your phone, and you can go ahead and click open and it should open that app up for you. And again, just to be aware, there are apps that cost money, and then there are apps that are free, but they have in-app costs. So they might be a free app to download, but as you continue playing the game, you might see that you need more gems or something, and that will be an in-app cost. Does anybody have any questions about the App Store before we proceed? Okay. So the first app we're going to go over briefly is YouTube. So YouTube is a video sharing service where you can watch, like, and subscribe to YouTube channels or videos. And it's accessible on your laptop, either your MacBook or your laptop, as well as your phone and your tablet. You can also save videos for later. You can comment on videos that you wanted to watch, and you can rate videos that you watched. You can give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. And you can also create your own playlist that you can watch videos. So we'll watch this video and I'll kind of go over how to create your own playlist. And then you can also operate your own YouTube channel. So once you make a YouTube account, you can start uploading your own videos for others to watch as well. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and begin this video.
What Guys, my name is.
Let me share my sounds.
Cal, Jailbreak Central, and today I
And you guys can all hear that, right? Perfect.
have an app tutorial for you guys. We're going to be taking a look at the YouTube app, sort of taking you through it and showing you what it's all about. So first we go ahead and open up the app. We have the home page. And this is basically all the recommendations for videos that YouTube uses to suggest videos for you based on what you've already watched. You see we have a watch it again column, a YouTube mix, and then some suggested channels. Now you can edit these by clicking the three little dots on the right hand corner of the video you see under recommended here. I can click on these and then I can say not interested, add to watch later, add to playlist, and
So this is where you would be able to make your own playlist or watch the video later. So as you saw, he clicked the three dots next to the video that he was interested in or not interested in. And then you can go ahead and click you're not interested, and YouTube will pick up on that information and show you videos that are not similar to that at all. Or you can say you are interested and it will keep showing videos similar to that. You can add it to watch later, just in case you didn't have time to watch it now, we could watch it later. And you can create your own playlist, and you can also share the link with friends or family members via text or Facebook. It'll have a few options there for you.
share. And if you click not interested, it'll say got it. We'll tune your recommendations. Basically, YouTube will edit out videos that are similar to that from your recommendations based on what you tell it. So I told it I don't like that video, so it'll try and get rid of all other videos there. Now, if you click the top right-hand corner there, the three little bars, you see we have a bunch of different tabs here. The Home tab, which we just looked at.
So what he's doing now is he's looking at his account. So up here, there is his account icon and his account name. And then if you wanted to just look at the recommendations that YouTube is offering you, that will be the home button. Your channel is your personal videos that you're uploading into YouTube. And then your subscriptions here. So you can always click on a video and you can look at the creator. So this person is Jailbreak Central. So if I wanted to click on their icon, I would be able to subscribe to their channel. And basically what that means is that I would get their videos in my subscription box. It's free, of course, but it will be in my subscriptions. And you will see all of their videos that we put out, and it's all in like one consolidated area rather than searching for that person and finding the newest video.
And then some other stuff. Sorry about that text. Like my channel, for example, you go ahead and click on that, and it will bring you to your YouTube channel in which you can watch your videos, so on and so forth. Look at how many subscribers you have. There's also an upload button in the right-hand corner, as well as in that tab. You can click that right there, the little arrow pointing up. It'll bring up your camera roll, and then you can upload straight from there. Now, subscriptions, of course, you guys know, channels that you subscribe to, all will show up in this tab here. Again, you can click the right-hand tab and add, get some more options if you want. See, pretty simple, pretty standard watch later, playlist, and share. And you can do that with pretty much any suggested video or subscription. Watch later and history, pretty self-explanatory. If you scroll down, you have your playlist from your YouTube channel. Not really interesting. And then you have your subscriptions, in which you can click on individual channels that you're subscribed to, which will take you to their channel, and then you can go ahead and click on their latest video, and so on and so forth. But you can manage your accounts. If you go ahead and click on that top right-hand corner, you'll see there's my account. You can add an account. You can manage and remove stuff from that tab there, which can be useful if you're running multiple accounts. Now, settings, there's a ton of different options. Restricted mode basically filters explicit content for you. I would suggest don't filter, because who knows what their algorithm is for that. Open links with Chrome, that's just if you have the Chrome app downloaded. Play HD on Wi-Fi only, I would recommend turning that off, because you can usually play HD without Wi-Fi unless your data plan is kind of tight, in which case you can turn that on. Then, of course, you have all your history stuff, clear, pause, notifications, you can go ahead and look through this tab yourself. All this stuff is pretty self-explanatory, but that is how you access settings and change settings in YouTube. And then, of course, at the bottom we have feedback, help, so on and so forth. Now, if you pull up a video here, I'm just going to show you how this works. The video will show, start playing. Underneath you have the title. You can go ahead and like it or dislike it. There's their channel right there that you can click on.
So here is the like button and the dislike button as well. And this is how you would share your screen to your TV. So if you were smart sharing or screen mirroring, this is the way that you would do that.
And interestingly enough, YouTube has a multitask feature, which means that the video will go into the bottom right-hand corner. You see that little square and continue to play. So you'll see here, I start playing the video and then I go off and start looking at their channel, and the video will keep playing as I multitask and check out some of their other stuff, which is pretty cool. You can do that with pretty much anything. It can be YouTube comments and stuff. We'll open up new pages, and the video will continue to play in the bottom right-hand corner. All you have to do to get rid of it is slide it to the right when you're multitasking, and it'll quit out of the video. Now you have suggested videos based on the video you're watching there. And then, of course, the dreaded YouTube comment section. You just click on that tab on the bottom, and then you can go ahead and click on people's channels. You can like, reply, report, and so on and so forth. Again, you see I just slide that to the right to get rid of the multitasking feature. Now, of course, you have your search bar. You can search for videos here. You also have a mic option in the right-hand corner of the search bar. Go ahead and tap on that. It'll say YouTube would like to access the microphone. Hit OK, and then you can speak and say whatever you want. And then it will listen and then bring up search results for whatever you've said, which is pretty cool. Not really useful, but, you know, it's there. But anyway, guys, that is how to use the YouTube app. I hope you guys...
So under his tabs, which you flew by pretty quickly, right about here, you also have this history tab right here. And the history tab is very similar to your web history, where it shows you a list of all the videos that you watch or you began to watch. And if you wanted to finish them, you can go to your history and you can continue watching them, or you can rewatch them. So does anybody have any questions about YouTube before we move forward? Art, did you have a question?
When the little icon that you can touch to share with your TV,
Yeah.
is that like mirroring
Yes.
your phone to the TV?
Yes.
Okay. Is that, would that be on every YouTube video, or because I just tried one, like I got a zoo with some gorillas, beautiful pictures, but I didn't see that icon on there.
Yeah, so it's not, I have found that it's not always there, and I'm not sure why it's sometimes there and sometimes not. But it should, for the most part, be there. I'm going to go ahead and check on my phone real fast. Yeah, so mine might look different. So here, instead of the triangle in the TV, I have a little Wi-Fi in a TV box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it might
That's
look a little different.
Oh, okay. Now, so if you're doing that with your TV, what do you have to, does that send it to us like Roku on your TV, or, I mean, how does it get it on your TV?
Yeah, so it's basically the same thing as smart sharing. So you would have to have all your smart share set up. You would have to have a smart TV, and your smart share would have to be on. Your screen mirroring would have to be on. It's just a quicker like shortcut to quickly just tap that real fast, and it should pop up if everything is already connected for smart share.
Okay, so you would have to have a smart TV,
Yes.
and which I think that means it has Roku. And there's a setting on there for smart share.
Yeah, so last week we talked about screen mirroring and stuff.
Yeah,
So yeah, so you would just go ahead and follow those instructions to set up Smart Share on your TV. And then you should be able to just kind of click that button as like a shortcut to quickly have that video be displayed on your smart device. Um, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has Roku on it just for a smart TV. It could just be a smart TV that doesn't have Roku built into it, but Roku will make any TV a smart TV, from what I understand. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, good question. Any other questions? All right, we're going to go ahead and move on.
What's going on, guys? My name is Cal, Jailbreak Central.
Okay, so the next app we have is Pandora. Now, I don't know how many of you have heard of Spotify, but Pandora is kind of like the original Spotify, except that Spotify kind of has hidden fees, or like it's a subscription service, not necessarily hidden fees, but like they come with fees because of the subscription that it is. Pandora, on the other hand, is a free to use service. It's a music streaming service that you can listen on, again, on your laptop, on your smart TV, smart speakers, your phone, and your tablets. And Pandora allows you to create personalized radio stations based on an artist or song that you like. So again, this is not like we're looking up videos for Louis Armstrong, because it won't only play him. It will also play music that is similar to him or in the same genre. So then, yes, so once you go ahead and select a song or an artist, Pandora gathers songs with similar qualities to play. Again, it is free to download from the App Store, and it's free to use. So we're gonna go ahead and watch this short video.
Hey everyone, in today's video I want to show you how to use Pandora. It's a music streaming and podcast app, and it's been around for a long time, since 2005. I've had it for about a decade or so. So if you're a beginner and you haven't used Pandora, it's been a while that you use Pandora, they do change it up all the time. And if you use other apps like Apple Music or Spotify, this might be a good alternative for you. So I'll show you how to use it. So let's jump into the App Store, get Pandora, and I'll show you exactly how to use the app and all the features it has to offer. So if you jump in the Apple Store or the Google Play Store here, you'll find Pandora Music and Podcast if you search for it, and go ahead and download and open it, and let me show you around the app. Now, I've had the app for well over 10 years. It actually came out in 2005. But let me briefly show you the structure of the app, then I'll show you the most useful feature that you'll use every time you use the app. So for you, if you come to the home page here, you'll have a bunch of options here to choose from. So you could browse music right over here by genre, new music.
So the For You tab is basically a recommended list of songs, artists, or stations that you might like based on your past picks. Or it might also do what's popular right now. So yes, this is just like a home page for you to kind of browse new music at your leisure.
Music podcast, you'll have your recently played here, you'll have top songs of the week. So you could go through this homepage and it'll give you a lot of useful options. But what I think is a lot easier is the search option. So look on the bottom, you have For You, My Collection, Search, and Profile. So let's jump into search here, and under search, just on the top search bar, press that and search for anything, any artist you want, any type of music you want. And as you can see here underneath that, you have categories. You could search by artist, you could search by song, stations, and even podcasts if you wanted to check podcasts. But under all, it will show you all of those things. So if I wanted to follow Billie Eilish here, for example, I could click her name here. So you could see how many listeners she has, so 6 million in the case of this artist. And then right underneath that, you should see Billie Eilish radio station. If I click this, it's going to take me to her radio station. I noticed some artists actually require you to watch an ad before you could even play on the free version here. But if I press play here, it says buffering and the song is playing. So you see this little banner on the bottom. If I press this, you'll come to her station right here and it'll play different songs for you. Again, it's like a radio station based on this artist. So there may be songs that are not specifically this artist songs, but they're part of this radio station. And while you're on the page of a music, you could always press pause. You could always skip a song. But with the free version, if you press skip a song to move to the next song, if I press it right here and you move to the next song, the problem is you won't get many of those skips for free. And that's what the...
Yeah, so on the free version, you get 5 free skips. I believe it's per 1 hour. So in an hour time span that you're listening to Pandora, if you didn't like the song, you can skip it, but you only get 5 free ones before they have you watch an ad to get another one.
Premium version is 4, so you could have unlimited skips. I'll show you that in a little bit. And the other thing you could do here, you could do replays. That's next to the play option.
Again, replay is kind of like a premium version of a premium function rather of Pandora. So it's going to ask you to watch an ad before it has you replay the song. So that's kind of, it's something.
And again, you'll have limited replays and you have thumbs down or thumbs up. That's a way to train the app to show it what you like. So if you press thumbs up, it's going to show you more music like this in the future. But one of the most useful options here is this plus icon on the left side. If I press this, it's going to add it to my collection. So now I'm going to press this down arrow on the top left to collapse. And now I could get my menu back on the bottom and I have a My Collection next to search. So we looked at For You, we looked at search, and let's go to My Collection. And under My Collection, you get all the different things that you added to this collection manually by pressing plus, so you could easily come back to My Collection to press play on different radio stations. So if I want to pause this one here, I can, and then start Christmas radio, I could just press play there, or 80s pop, I could press play there. So each one of these I found under search. So if I go back to search in this case, and look for Christmas, you could see Christmas radio shows up here. If I press it, and then on this page, I could press the more option, the 3 dots here, and I could go ahead and add it to my collection here. You could see the check mark that has been added to my collection. And if you press play, and then you come to an individual song, you see that banner right on top of your menu, press that banner, and it'll expand that song, and you could also add these by pressing the plus sign next to them. So here I could press the plus sign next to this one, add it to my collection. If I like it, press thumbs up to train Pandora to show me more music like this, and I could press the down arrow here.
So this like adding to your collection is a little bit advanced. Anytime you search for a station, a song, or a person, and you click it, it's going to automatically add it to your list. So you don't really have to go ahead and click add to my collection because it'll see that you've done it before, that you've searched for this app before or this person, and it should already have it in a list for you. I'm going to try to pull up mine real fast. So here I have a list, right? And then if I wanted to go ahead and search, I could just go to the search button up top, and I can type in Louis Armstrong. I would click that, and then I would click Louis Armstrong radio, just like he did there. And then I would have this thumbs up, thumbs down. I do like that song. So as soon as I click that down arrow and I click back, it will already be in my collection here right up top. So see how I didn't have to hit the plus button or anything like that? It's already there. So I really wouldn't worry about that. But the thumbs up and the thumbs down function is a really good way to train Pandora to gather the songs that are similar or that you like that song in the past. It will continue to play that song in the future or similar songs to it.
Now it's playing in the background. So most of your use of the app is going to be between the search option and my collection option. You'll kind of go back and forth.
Yes, exactly. So it's going to be between my collection and search. Whenever you search for something, it will end up in your collection. And you can always go back to your collection to kind of scroll through and find the station that you're looking for, or you can make a new search. I typically stay within those two tabs rather than looking at the recommended or even my profile. Under your profile, it will have a list of all the songs that you liked. And then you can kind of scroll through all the songs that you've liked and see, like for example, if I liked a song from last week, but I forgot the name of that song, I could always go back through my likes and I could remember what song that was and who the artist was.
Play different radio stations. As far as replaying and skips, if you want to have those be unlimited, go to your profile tab. That's the option we haven't looked at yet on the corner. And let me show you a few things here. The first thing is upgrade. You see that on the top left here. If you press upgrade, these are the options that Pandora gives you for Pandora Premium. There's two of them. There's
Pandora Premium, I honestly, I wouldn't recommend because all it is doing is basically getting rid of the ads. And it's giving you unlimited skips. And I think and you can also replay the song for free. So instead of listening to an ad to replay a song, it would be free for this $12.99 a month. I, in my experience, found that it hasn't been worth it because it's just a couple ads before your songs really start playing. It's not an ad after every song. It'll probably be an ad after every third or fourth song, or whenever you want to skip after the 5 free skips.
Pandora Premium, that's $12.99 a month at the time of this recording, but there's a free month and you get unlimited pretty much everything, even offline listening, so you don't have to be connected online. And you get this other option, which is Pandora Plus, where you get unlimited skips and some offline listening, but you can't make and share playlists like you can with the premium model. So you could explore that under upgrade right there. And then the other useful option here is you see the section right underneath your username. It says followers, following, thumbs, and playlist. So thumbs are just a thumbs up that I just showed you how to give to the different songs to kind of train the app for you. And playlists are the playlists that you could actually make on this app, which in this case, they came from my thumbs up playlist. And then you have followers and following. Now, if you press any of these, you could actually find friends using their email or connecting to Facebook and use this more as a social media platform, just like Facebook. And it makes it a lot easier to share songs and see what other people are up to. So if you wanted to use it that way, this is where you would find that option right here on your profile. So let me go back to search here and.
Okay, so does anybody have any questions about Pandora? And if you do, just go ahead and unmute yourself any point to ask a question.
Hey everyone, in today's video, I want to show you how to use.
Okay, so next we have Apple Health. So Apple Health is a application to help you track your healthy habits. So whether that is counting your steps or tracking your meals, your calories, and your sleep patterns, this is where you would do that. So to set up a health profile real quick, you would want to open your Apple Health app and tap on the Summary tab. And then again, you're going to want to tap on the profile picture in the upper right-hand corner, and then tap Edit Details, and then add your information like your weight, height, and age, and then go ahead and tap Done. yeah, I know that that was pretty quick, but these will be in handouts and it will be on our YouTube channel to kind of refer back to. Um, and then I'm going to go ahead and start this video.
With recent iOS and watchOS software updates, Apple has become increasingly health conscious with their software and hardware, and iOS 14 takes that another step forward in several key areas. This year, Apple is focusing on native sleep support, a better nighttime phone experience, adding new data fields and workouts to the iPhone and Apple Watch in the Health app, and beyond. So first, let's talk about sleep. So in the Health app, you can go into the Sleep tab, and there you can see sleep data. So if you have a health tracker like I have a Nokia sleep tracker, and it will send the data to the Health.
So what he's saying is that he has to download another app that records his sleeping patterns, and then it shares that information with the Apple Health app. So it's kind of like a 2-app process for the sleeping habit information. The calorie tracker, your meal tracker, is already built in to the app, so you won't need another outside app for that.
App where I can analyze it and look at it. But you can also set a schedule, which was here before iOS 14, but now this schedule goes a little bit further. So you can do the schedule like you had before, which would be a bedtime and a wake up time, and this would previously put your phone into a low power mode and then also wake you up at a set time. But now Apple has added a wind down feature, which instead of just dimming your screen and putting on Do Not Disturb, you now get to set how long your wind down period is. You can add shortcuts to your wind down to launch certain things like a playlist that you might want on music, or a book that you might want to read, or weather to check the weather, or calendar, podcast, things like that. And that'll add that right to your lock screen. But then you can also customize what the screen looks like when it has this mode on. You can have it turn on automatically or not, or you can just do it via Control Center. You can have it show the time or not. You can have it track time in bed with your iPhone, so if you don't have an Apple Watch, it can still track just the time you're in bed by the time it turns on and off. And you can have sleep reminders and then sleep results in the morning. Now, ideally, you're going to be using this with your Apple Watch, and with your Apple Watch, it's going to use the accelerometer to trace and track movements throughout the night and heart rate, and it will give you a comprehensive sleep analysis in the morning when you wake up. It'll also put your Apple Watch on a low-powered darkness mode and Do Not Disturb, so you can sleep through the night and get your sleep data in the morning. So while it's not strictly necessary to have an Apple Watch with watchOS 7 to use some of these features, if you want the actual activity tracking of your sleep, you're going to need an Apple Watch, but otherwise you can still have nice wind down features to help you get ready for the night by having a phone with less distractions, quick access to things that you might need at night, and a nice dark screen and Do Not Disturb mode. So that is wind down in the sleep settings. Next, there's a new feature called Health Checklist. And Health Checklist is basically a list of things that you can have in terms of health and safety on your phone and your Apple Watch. And you can see which ones you have active, such as medical ID, emergency SOS, fall detection, and low heart rate notifications, ECG, and noise notifications, especially on the Apple Watch Series 4 and 5, and then any that you don't have active. And this is simply a list to make sure that you have all the health and safety features turned on your watch and your iPhone in iOS 14, and it includes the hand washing one for watchOS 7, which will track and help you get to 20 seconds of hand washing. Next, there are new data types. So in mobility, we have several new settings. So first we have walking speed, which is pretty self-explanatory, tell you how fast your walking has been recently, and you can look at it over time and you can see your trends. You also have walking asymmetry to see if your walk is not balanced, to see if the timing is a little bit off in your walk and your stride. And you see what percent it is. You have your double support time, which sees the percentage of time that you have both feet on the ground at the same time when you're walking, and it says it should be between 20 and 40% is typical, and you can see that range right there. And then you also have some other things, such as 6-minute walk, which is how far do you get distance-wise on a 6-minute flat walk, and you can see the type of distance you can get there. I don't have any data for that yet. And then you have stair speed for up and down, so you're walking upstairs and downstairs, how long does it take you both ways. So all these features work together to just give you more data and more input into your life. Most of these can work just from your iPhone, having it near your hip or your waist, and it will track your walking. Of course, it's not going to be perfect, but these are new metrics here, so you can use that for kind of tracking, analyzing your health, your fitness, and more. We also have a new health records tab, so you can add an account and link it with a hospital or health center that you use. And this will simply allow you to sync data and results and communicate better with your health app. In the symptoms tab, there are now 13 new symptoms that you can log, including things such as mood changes, night sweats, wheezing, tiredness, fatigue, and more. So there's now 39 total symptoms that you can log and keep track of how you're doing, feeling, and otherwise functioning day to day. And of course, generally there's now a new hand washing feature that will recognize when you're washing your hands with the Apple Watch and do a 20-second countdown, so you're making sure that you're washing your hands for a long enough time. Most people find this pretty funny, but it is there for watchOS 7 as well. So if you have an Apple Watch, instead of activity, it will now say fitness on that app for, I guess, a more holistic name to your fitness. And
Okay, so now he's going to go over the stuff for just the Apple Watch, which I'm assuming that not everybody has, but basically it has a lot of really good options here. So if we go back to the list of what they have
for up and down.
Let's just go back to the list. Yes, you can also track your body measurements, your heart rate. If you have the Apple Watch, or if you have another device that kind of measures your heart rate, you can go ahead and add that into the phone. It also has an option for mindfulness and your nutrition here. You would go ahead and click that, and you can, in the search bar, search any sort of food that you eat. So for example, I have a box of Welch's fruit snacks. I could put Welch's fruit snacks, and it'll ask you how many servings you had. I would just say 1, and then add that to my breakfast. And then you can add to your lunch and your dinner, and it'll show you all the calories you consumed in that day, how much was like fat, how much was saturated fat, and all that really good stuff to kind of keep up your nutrition habits. So does anybody have any questions about Apple Health?
How do you get to the hand washing part?
So that is typically used, I think, when you have your Apple Watch. So once your Apple Watch is hooked up to your phone, it should change some functions on your Apple Health. Yeah,
I
good
was told not to wash my hands while I was wearing jewelry, so I probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
All right. Any other questions about Apple Health before we move on? Perfect.
With recent iOS and Watch.
Why does it do this every time? Okay. So next we have Facebook. Rebecca will be going over Facebook in depth. Today we're going to lightly go over Facebook to kind of just introduce you all to Facebook if you haven't already been accustomed to Facebook. Again, Rebecca will be going more in depth about the features of Facebook, and today we're just kind of going over the very brief basics. So to begin, we have our newsfeed, which highlights information that includes profile changes from your friends, upcoming events, birthdays, and other updates that your friends make. So that will be on your newsfeed when you open the Facebook app. you can also update your status, your photo, and your location, and this will appear on your friend's newsfeed. So anytime you make changes and you update your Facebook, it will appear on your friend's newsfeed, and every time they update their Facebook wall or Facebook, then it will end up on your newsfeed. Again, there is notifications, and that's symbolized by this little bell icon that you would just tap the bell and you could view your notifications that way. So if you had a notification, for example, let's just look at mine real fast. I pretty much always have something going on in this bell, right? So anytime I click the bell icon, it will have a list of notifications. And if I wanted to view that notification, I would click it and I could see there. You can also add friends. So you could, Facebook offers like suggested friends on your newsfeed. It'll say these are people you might know based on friends that you're already friends with, or people that are in your contacts, or people that are close to you. You can also add friends via the search bar at the top of Facebook. There should be a little search bar. You can search your friend's name. You can also filter it by city. So if you're looking for Dan Jones of Atlanta, Georgia, you can filter it that way instead of getting all the Dan Jones in the entire world, because that would be a lot. There's also a chat option. So using Facebook Messenger, you can chat with others. You can also pay others using this function. You can send people money, or you can request money via Facebook Messenger. Once you hook up your debit card. Also, there is a search button, again, that is exemplified by the magnifying glass, that you can search keywords for articles, or you could search for friends, or you could search for pages to follow. Does anybody have any questions before we go into the video? Okay.
What's going on, guys? My name is Cal, Jailbreak Central, and today I have an app tutorial for you guys. This is how to use the Facebook app. So go ahead and open it up, and you'll start with the tab on the far left-hand corner, which is called Newsfeed. And here you'll find posts from all the people or pages that you've liked. Will show up here, so you can basically...
So this is an older version of Facebook, and it's not going to look like this on your device anymore. It's going to look more like this now. So you have all of these stories that you can view from your friends, and it will have all of these ads and Facebook updates that way. This is kind of an older version, but the techniques for getting to places and adding friends are all the same.
Basically scroll through it and see what everyone is up to in a fairly easy manner. At the top, it'll also show you people you may know, which is friends or people that Facebook thinks you might know, that you can go ahead and add friend and request to see their stuff. Also, an interesting note, when you're scrolling through the through the newsfeed, videos will start playing automatically. When you scroll over it, you have to tap it to get sound, and then as you scroll away, the video will stop playing, which is kind of a nice feature, I think. Going to the search bar here, it will show up with all the trending topics before you type anything in. This is anything that is being searched on for Facebook right now that's very popular. You know, like a lot of people are searching for it, sort of like the trending tab on Twitter. Now, in the search bar, you can search for people or pages, you know, things like Rolling Stone magazine or, you know, Powerball jackpot, which is currently one of the trending topics. Some crazy amount of money or something like that. You can see there's a bunch of tabs. Once you click on that, you can see top latest photos, and these are all things that are being posted about that topic. Moving on to the requests tab at the bottom right or the bottom left, these are all of the friends or people that have requested to follow you. and you can go ahead and accept or decline them there. Again, this is the People You May Know tab as well if there's no current requests. Now,
So Facebook requests now are underneath your notification tab. So there is not a specific tab for face or friend requests now. It's going to be underneath your notifications, and it'll just say this person sent you a request, and you can either confirm or deny that request.
the Messages app, they've actually moved over to its own separate.
Yes. So the Messenger app is now moved over to its own application. So you would have to go ahead and download the Messenger app by clicking this install button, or going into the App Store and downloading Facebook Messenger. And again, like I said there, you can talk to people. You can also video chat people like Zoom. And you can also send money and send photos. And the way that you would send money is by this. Okay, so as you can see, I just paid my friend $75 for a vanity that she made. It's beautiful. And the way that you can send it is by clicking this, this little plus button right here next to the camera. And then it will say, it'll have like a video, it'll have GIFs and this little money tab here. And that's kind of hooked up to my debit card, so I can send my friends money that way. Again, for safety reasons, please do not send your friends or just random people money. Make sure that you call them first and confirm that it's them and that they need this money for this reason, or what have you.
Thing. It's its own app now, Messenger app, which is kind of annoying, which means you can't send messages through the Facebook app. You have to also install their Messenger app. You can still see notifications using the top right-hand tab there, the little person with the lines next to it. You'll see any messages, but you won't be able to respond to them or talk to people. You have to download the app. Now the notifications tab on the right, bottom right there, this is everything that has to do with you. Maybe someone mentioned you in a comment, or someone posted something and tagged you. All of those will show up in the notifications tab, and then it'll also have trending topics if you don't have any notifications. You can also add new cards, which is pretty limited as of now. It's just popular events nearby, so you can get updates or notifications on things that are going on around you. Now the More tab is just your profile, so if you click on that, you can go ahead and edit things like your profile picture. You can do a new post, a status update. You can it'll ask you who to share it with, and you can either do public, which is everyone, or just your friends, so no one else can see it but people you're friends with. Kind of useful. Update profile stuff. This is all pretty self-explanatory. None of this is super interesting. But the More tab there will let you change your profile picture, cover photo, and privacy shortcuts, which are pretty useful. Now going back to search for something, I'll just go to Rolling Stone real quick so I can show you guys some more options here. If you go ahead and click on the page, and this is like a page magazine you can follow, you can go ahead and like it, which means that you will be following it. Anytime it posts something, it'll show up in your feed. That's basically what liked means.
So yes, that's kind of like a subscription, right? So every time you like a page or a person's page, you're going to get updates about every post that they do. And you'll be kind of following that individual.
It'll also automatically start following that magazine for you. And now if I go back to newsfeed, you can see that all of the recent posts from Rolling Stone have been added to my current newsfeed. Now on the individual posts themselves, you can like them using that button there. You can also comment on them, say something that you like about it. You can tag people in the comments, stuff like that. You can even add emojis.
So to tag people, you would just start typing the name of the individual, and a drop-down menu, or it might be on top, a menu will appear asking, are you talking about this Tracy, this Tracy, this Tracy? And you'll just click on the Tracy that you're interested in tagging, and that person will be tagged in that comment or post.
If you want, using a little smiley face on the right-hand side there, there's a variety of faces that you can choose. You can also share this with people, write a post with it, send it into a messenger. That'll open up the Messenger app. If you don't have it installed, it won't do anything. So definitely install the Messenger app if you plan on using Facebook a lot. And then at the top, you can post status updates, add photos, and even check in, which is where you tell people where you currently are, which is kind of a useful feature, I think. And people don't really use it that much, but it's kind of fun to see what people are up to and where they are. But anyway, that is pretty much it, guys. That is how to use the Facebook app.
Okay, so did anybody have any questions about any of the functions that he just went over? It was pretty straightforward. It might have been a little fast. So real quick, just because I feel like he really glossed over this part.
And people don't really.
Right about. So right about
using
here.
Facebook.
This is where you would update your status. So if you wanted to write your own post, you would click status here. And then once you do that, oh my goodness. So once you do that, there's going to be a few options down here. There's going to be this camera icon, which you can add a photo that way. You can add an emoji, you can add your location, or you can share and record live. So that would be like this, like how this is live right now and I'm talking to you all. This record and share live video would be the same thing. So yes, you can go ahead and type what's on your mind here. And then you would either attach a photo, add an emoji, check in with your location if you wanted. And that's kind of how you update your news feed. Does anybody have any questions about that then? Okay. So
what's going on, guys?
We have Amazon. So yes, there are a lot of functions with Amazon. So to begin, you can search for products using the search bar at the top. And then you would add items to your cart. You could just click the add button. Or if you wanted to buy that product right away, you can click buy now. Yeah, in order to order a product, you would go ahead and click the cart button or your checkout button and review the items in your shopping cart. You can either create a new account or you can sign into your Amazon account. And then you're going to want to enter your shipping address. You'll be asked to enter your payment information. And then you're going to choose your delivery options. So they have faster shipping, normal shipping, and I think that they now even have a slow shipment option where you can save money on your delivery fees if you're okay with it coming a little bit later. And then you're going to want to go ahead and click continue, go ahead and enter your payment information. And then your information should be good to go and your order should be on its way. There is also Amazon Prime. So if you are an Amazon Prime member, and I believe that it's $100 a year, you can get free shipping and you can get free next day shipping from Amazon. You would also have access to their Prime Video, and you would also have access to the books from their Kindle store. So there's a lot of free options once you have Amazon Prime. Of course, it's not really free because you're paying for Amazon Prime, but there are options there. Does anybody have any questions before we go into the video? Art?
Amazon Prime has saved my family during the pandemic. I can tell you that. Another thing you can get free is Amazon Music.
Right. Yes, of course. Thank you.
Enormous music library. Now they're also trying to sell another kind of music service, so they've cut back a little bit on the Amazon Music, but you can still get a tremendous number of records, CDs, or whatever. You can play them on your phone, your TV, or your computer, and it's something that people don't realize. and the free uh, Amazon Prime on TV is really a bargain. It's free. I mean, people will pay $5 a month or something like that for some of these other services and just get those services. With Amazon, you get the free music, the free TV, free shipping, unless you don't order anything. It's an amazing, I've looked at the numbers, it's an amazing bargain.
Yeah, it's great. The Amazon Prime offering of Amazon Prime is immense, and you're going to pretty much, especially if you're buying a lot of things online, especially from the pandemic, you are going to make up that money that you spent on the Amazon Prime subscription. Probably twofold. So I know that I buy things constantly, like every day. David will be like, oh my goodness, there's another package. Yes, there's another package.
And I think over time, you're going to have other offerings, like Whole Foods is owned by Amazon. I think you can get delivery from Home Foods free.
Yes, you
and
can
a
get
discount. Discount.
Yes.
So I don't own any stock in Amazon, so there's no reason for me to push this, but I think it's a great value. If you look into it, it's a great way to save. For $100 a year, it's a great way to save money and get a lot for it.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and watch this video. It's a really obnoxious intro song.
Welcome back to another brand new episode, and today we're gonna be showing you how to shop on Amazon. As you can see, now we are on Amazon homepage. Once you're here, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is go up here and click on sign in. Then you can sign into your Amazon account, or if you don't have an existing Amazon account, you can always create one by clicking this I am a new customer button and follow the on-screen instructions. Once you successfully created the account, you can go back to the sign in page and sign in using your email ID and password. Now you are successfully signed into your Amazon account. So let's go for the first Amazon shopping. You can find many products on Amazon. You can search for a product by going through the category. Example, if you're looking for a smartphone, probably you're gonna wanna go to the mobile and tablet section, and here you will find the smartphones. Click on it and we can see all the available smartphones here. Now my second and favorite way to search for a product on Amazon is by through the search box. Simply type in your product name or category, then click on search. Here is the search result, and this is the product that I'm looking for. You may find same item in different price tag. In case, I recommend you to check the product rating. This product got 4-star rating, which is good. Actually, the rating is not indicating the product value, instead it is indicating the seller trustworthy. This feature will help you to buy from good rated sellers with confidence. And you can see this product here is an Amazon fulfilled product, which means the item fulfilled by Amazon are offered by a third-party seller but shipped from an Amazon fulfillment center. Once you decided which product you want to buy, just click on it and it will redirect to the product individual page. And here you'll find product pictures from different angles and dimension. You can choose to view any picture by just clicking on it, and you can just zoom in or out and see the picture in more detail. This feature will help you to learn more about your product's physical appearance. Right next to it you will find product details. You can read them as well for a better understanding for what you can expect from this product. If your product available from different color, you can select or switch between them from here as well. Let's choose black. If you scroll down a little bit, you will find the product description and specification. If you go further downwards, you will find the product reviews from customers that already bought this product. I suggest you to read these comments and
Yeah, I highly suggest reading the reviews of a product before you go ahead and purchase that product, because it can make it can allow you to make an informed decision before going ahead and purchasing it.
reviews to know what others can say about this and their experience about this product, and it will give you more confidence on your buy. So that's all here, so let's proceed by. For buying this product, on the right side you will find these buttons. I will explain both of them to you in detail. If you want to buy only this product on this purchase, you can click on the buy it now button and it will instantly bring you to the payment page. Or if you have to buy a couple of products at once, you can add this product to your cart by clicking on the add to cart button. button. So let's click on add to cart button because I want to show you how to buy multiple products at once. Now you can search and add to cart the other product that you want to buy as well. In my case, I already searched for all the products to make these things a little bit faster. So let's add this product to the carts one by one. Once you finish adding to cart, you can go to your cart for checkout. You'll find the cart menu on the top right side of your Amazon page. Just click on it. And as you can see, now we are on the Amazon shopping cart. You can see here all the product that we added to cart. If you want to buy multiple pieces of the same product, you can go to the quantity tab and select the quantity you want. If you want to remove any product from the cart, you can always click on the delete button, or if you're planning to buy one of these products later, you can just click on the save for later button, and it will add it to the wish list. Later you can go to the wish list and find and order that product as well. So let's proceed buying. Once you're ready, click on proceed to checkout button. Now it will ask you the delivery address. Enter your address or any address that you want your product to be delivered. I already added my address, so I can click on this deliver to this address button. Now you will get to this page. Just click on continue, and finally you will get to the payment page. Here you can see all the available payment methods. Here we have the credit card payment option, debit card option, and net banking option. And for this time, I'm gonna choose net banking. I found it more easy and safe to buy online. So let's
I personally have never used the net banking option. I typically use PayPal or my debit card to go ahead and secure these purchases for later.
choose net banking, then choose your bank from here and you can click on continue. Then you will get to this page, and here you will find the option to use promo cards or gift cards to get discount. Unfortunately we don't have one now, so if you have, you can definitely type in the code here and click on OK, and the discount will be automatically applied to your purchase. Now you can click on place your order and pay button. Once you click on it, you will be redirected to your net banking login page. Just log into your net banking account. Now it will show you some information such as your order total amount. Verify that and click on continue. Now enter your transaction password here and click on submit. Now your bank will send you a one.
So yes, this is a very long way of going about paying for this. So doing the net banking option is probably a little bit more difficult versus just using your debit card or your PayPal account.
Time OTP to your phone, which is a secret code, and do not share it with others. Just enter it here and click on. Now we successfully paid. Here you can see, thank you, your order has been placed. Message. That means we are successfully bought these products. Now all you wanna do is sit back and relax and wait for your order to be arrived. Once your order reach your delivery location or your location, the courier service will contact you, and in most cases they will deliver the product at your doorstep as your preference. And while that, you can track your order by going to the Your Order page on Amazon. Here you can check out your order status. If you experience any kind of problem regarding your orders, for example, you may receive a damaged or faulty product, it is very rare to be happen so, but in case if it happens, you can always call the Amazon customer care and they will definitely fix your problem as soon as possible. If you
Okay, anybody have any questions about Amazon?
Some suggestions. First of all, I'd love to know what country they're showing the prices on these things. It's not a dollar sign. If you look at it, and the numbers are, I mean, it was like 10,000 whatever for a cell phone. That's got to be some cell phone. Their credit card, which I think is through Chase Bank, offers, they have like a 5% bonus fee.
Yeah, some of them.
I don't
Yeah.
know, does that work with PayPal also? No.
I am unsure. I can definitely look that up and get back to you.
Okay, well, we've been using the Chase card, and there's a 5% bonus based on the bill you paid the prior month. And when you start buying things the next month after you pay your bill, they automatically start applying that bonus to the purchases you make.
Oh,
So
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, and I buy a lot of teeny little things for my phone and for TV and stereo equipment and such. And I find that frequently I'll get things where I don't even pay for them.
Right,
They
yeah.
have the world's largest selection of, it's mind-boggling when you get into the Amazon, the quantity and variety. Of course, it's all made in China, but what isn't anymore?
Right. Yes, it is pretty vast. So I am aware that we are running short on time. I believe we have, oh, so obnoxious. Okay. Yeah, we have 2 more slides to go. For any of you that have to leave early, it's totally fine. I know that it's past 11 o'clock. I will have this information on the YouTube page. For those of you that can stay, we're just going to kind of go through these last 2 slides, if that's all right with everyone.
Hi, this is Mel. I have a quick question. When you
Yeah.
have the Amazon account, what is it best to use? Is it the debit card or credit card? What is it?
I think we usually pay with PayPal. Yeah, okay. So we usually pay with a debit or credit card, but you can also check it out with PayPal, I believe, which is a more secure way of paying for things. And you can always dispute charges if they were incorrect or if you got a faulty item.
With PayPal,
Yes.
but not with the credit card.
The credit card is, I haven't found any problems with it. I use the credit card most of the time. What? Yeah, I like Art was saying, you do get points and cash back from using a credit card. And you typically, once you alert the seller that something was wrong or the item was faulty, they will do everything in their power to make sure that they fix that by you, because they are so reliant on the reviews that people kind of give for them after they buy the products.
Okay.
One other on the credit card. If you use their credit card, it's the only credit card I'm aware of, but that gives you a reward for using charging drugstore items. I think it's 2%. But when you get a little older and you use a lot of prescriptions and such, that 2% can really add up.
You guys don't forget about Amazon Smile for CPA, please.
That's right. That's right.
Please. And it's nice because you can also use, if you have Hilton points or American Express points, you can use those for purchases. So there's other ways, but the credit card, I've never had a problem with it. They've been great with returns.
Yes, thank you so much, Janetta.
They've been great with a lot of things. They sent me something, I didn't want it, and I called them up and I said it was the wrong thing, and they said, well, just keep it.
Yeah, I've had that happen also.
Keep it.
So,
Yeah.
Alex, I'm sorry, I do have to leave. I got a phone call I'm expecting, but have a nice weekend, everybody.
That's all right. Yes. I will see you later next week, Art. Take care. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move forth with Kindle. So the Kindle app is kind of tied to your Amazon account. So it is facilitated by Amazon. And in the past, you would have to have a Kindle, the actual device Kindle, to read the books that they offer. Now, you can go ahead and download the Kindle app from the App Store on your phone or your tablet. And there's no Kindle required anymore. So you can do it on your phone or your tablet, and there are thousands of free books to choose from. Again, you would just go to the search bar, search any book that you were interested in, and go ahead and add to your library. And you can return books to check out more books, kind of like a library service. And Amazon Prime members have exclusive access to certain titles. So when you have Amazon Prime, you have a lot more options. Even though you already have thousands of free books to choose from, you can have quite a bit more, especially if you're looking for specific titles that you, or a specific author that you like reading. So does anybody have any questions about Kindle? Okay, and the last application I really wanted to touch on was the Shop app. So the Shop app automatically gathers and tracks your orders. That way you don't have to copy and paste into FedEx or YouTube, or FedEx or UPS. To search where your package is and where it's going to come. So you don't have to track your package that way anymore. You can now use the Shop app. And basically what you would do is it's going to ask for your address and your name. And as soon as it gets that address and your name, it will automatically track all of your online orders that way. And you will get accurate delivery notifications. You can even buy things through this app because it has options like you bought this in the past. Would you be interested in this? And it has your card information, so you can go ahead and buy, you can place orders even through this app. Again, this is a really great way to track your packages. I feel like it works on magic because it really, all you do is type in your address and it somehow knows all of the packages that are going to be delivered to your home. So does anybody have any questions about the Shop app? All right, so real quick, next week we will be going over web browsing. So we're going to talk about Google, Firefox, and Safari. We will also be making a Google account. We will be discussing web safety. We're going to talk about how to transfer media and photos from your phone to your laptop device. We're going to talk about Apple Pay, and we are going to discuss phone updates. Does anybody have any questions about next week's agenda?